Good afternoon, Mr. Wheeler. My name is Hope Walker, and I'm the nurse with the palliative care team. And I'm going to be one of the members of your new support team. Palliative care is a service that provides emotional, physical, and spiritual assistance for patients who are having a serious illness. Besides myself, I work with a physician who will be in charge of symptom management issues that you might be having. The social worker primarily will be there for guidance and counseling that you and your whole family might need at some point, as well as we have a chaplain that works with you on your spiritual issues. And then we're all here to support you and your family through this crisis that you're having right now at this point. How does it sound so far?
I mean, it sounds like it would be very helpful. This has kind of been a little more of a tough time than I expected. Just all of a sudden with these new diagnoses, it's really caught myself and my family kind of off guard.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know I've brought a lot about this on to myself because of my past smoking, and my doctors have recommended me to quit.
Okay.
They said it would probably help a little bit with my COPD, and I'm sure it has affected the cancer in some way, but I'm just having such a hard time quitting. I've been trying for 2 months now, and it's just hard. I can see what they talk about when they talk about addiction.
Oh, I'm sure. And I really empathize with you at this time about the issue with smoking. But I just noticed a little bit just talking with me that you are experiencing some shortness of breath. And that's probably aggravated by your smoking. So this would definitely be a good time to consider stopping. There are some services out there that could assist you. They're offered through the Kentucky Cancer Institute, and there's also a 24-hour hotline, 1-800-QUIT, which have people on the other end of the line who can talk with you, as well as be able to provide you with information about support groups and things of that nature. And I know it's difficult to think about, but I want you to think about what it's doing to your body now and what it could possibly be doing long term, the more your condition may start to deteriorate.
I mean, I'll be glad to do anything because I'm not having a whole lot of luck on my own.
Okay.
Getting past this. It's a very stressful time, and I just cannot quit smoking. So I think I will take your advice
Okay, good.
and go from there.
All right. Are there any other concerns we might be able to help you with today?
Well, a little bit. I'm a little worried about these new complications with the cancer, and I'm a diabetic, and I have to be very truthful. I haven't been very good in controlling my diabetes over the last several months or even more. I'm really good at watching kind of what I eat, and I know I should. And my job is working in the hotel industry and catering. It's just kind of grab what you can, kind of on the run. I don't really take time to monitor my sugar levels, so. I need to do something about that, and I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm not sure how it's going to match up, how the treatment's going to match up with this cancer treatments also.
Okay. Well, a good nutritionist, dietitian can help you with instructions about what to do about eating, and particularly when it comes to your job and working. There are certain times you'll need to have more energy. There'll be other times that you don't. But being able to monitor your sugar is very important, and that's going to be a major contributor to your ability to continue to work and to feel good for as long as you can. So definitely want to try to keep up with that. And is there anybody at home? This is not something that you totally need to manage on your own. If you have some help at home or someone that might be able to assist you.
I mean, my wife wants to really help as much as she can. I hate
Okay.
to put any more burden on her than necessity, but I believe my wife, and I have a daughter who's in nursing school right now, that I think they would like to try to be more involved, and I think at this time I might have to call upon them to push me or help me a little bit.
Well, I can rest assure you that when I work with families, the one thing that other family members want to do is to be of help as much as they possibly can. So I'm sure you're not a burden to anybody. And you know, when you make that marriage vow for better, for worse,
Right.
this is one of those trials. So feel free to ask for assistance because I'm sure she would do the same for you.
I guess if, if I can, I don't know if we can have a meeting or something, because it's not only the smoking they can probably help with, but some of these new treatments and, some of the side effects. I'd like for them to be kind of informed too of kind of what's coming up, what I'm going to be faced with.
That's really important, and just the opportunity for them to be able to participate and sit down with the family meeting. In the family meeting, it would involve your family or as many of your loved ones that you would like to come and those people who will be assisting you. And they can sit down with you and give them updates about what's going on with you in a particular time in your condition, as well as be able to assist you in things like conserving your energy if you're having fatigue. And this is a good time to be able to delegate. And I'm sure your family wants to do as much for you as they possibly can. But then at the same time, I'm sure you want to continue to be able to do what you can when you feel like doing those things. So it'd be important for everybody to be on the same sheet of music. And so having a family meeting would definitely be something that would benefit not only you, but all the people who are on your team, that we can all get together and talk with you at one time.
I'm sure that they love to participate. You had mentioned, the kind of the fatigue and the shortness of breath that I'm having. I haven't really planned that well throughout life, not expecting something like this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one thing I want to look into, and I think you said is maybe delegating more work to someone else, but I'm going to have a hard time, I think, with this treatment plan and working full time. So
Okay.
I'm hoping if I watch a lot of times if I do watch my diabetes, I do have a little better energy levels.
Definitely.
So I think that would help out.
Okay, and you're going to have to think about it's like a pie and putting everything together. So if you can put everything together and look at it as you have to conserve your energy because you want to be able to do your work. If you want to be able to do your work, then you're going to have to be able to watch what you're eating and what you're putting in your body. Also, part of conserving your energy is not only delegating, but also looking at that smoking. So there are a lot of things that we need to kind of put together. And again, sitting down with the family, with all of your treatment team members will be instrumental in helping you put a plan together. And I know that in the near future we will be planning a meeting with you. So I'm sure there are a lot of things that are going through your mind right now and
Yes.
questions.
Yes.
And there are probably questions that your daughter and your wife might have. This would be a great opportunity for you all maybe to sit down at some point and maybe write all of those out so that when we come to the table again with you, that we'll have be able to give you a better script, so to speak, for your care goals in the future.
I mean, that sounds like a great idea, because I remember times in the past walking out of doctor's office saying, why didn't I ask that? Why didn't I ask that at that time? So I think coming up with a sheet, myself, my wife, and my daughter, of questions that they might have would be a great idea. And actually, this meeting today has taken a little pressure off my shoulders of things I was kind of worried about in the future, how all this was going to fall into place.
Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
allowing us to be a part of your team. But remember, you're still the quarterback.
Okay.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I'll see you next week.
Great.
All
Look
right,
forward
thank you.
to it.
All right.
All right.